Karhullah, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shai, Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shai, Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shai, Thawada, Baba Ba, Karkadash. Don't give double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone that teaches truth, which I believe through the spirit 100% truth. I just kind of follow up on that lesson I just did. I told you, I just want to correct what I said. I was saying that I thought it was the prophet Jeremiah that spoke of when the Lord had him open up a piece in the wall, and where he saw a door. When he looked in, he was able to see all the abominations that was going on. But Shlakia, there was Ezekiel, the prophet Ezekiel. So prophet Ezekiel chapter 8, and I'm gonna read through, but it's mainly chapter 8, verse 8. And it came to pass, but I'm gonna start off with verse 1. And it came to pass in the sixth year, in the 6th month, in the 5th day of the month, as I sat in my house, and the elders of Judah sat before me, that the hand of the Lord fell there upon me. And then I beheld, and lo, likeness as the appearance of fire, from the appearance of from the loins even downward, fire, and from the loins even upward, as appearance of brightness, as the color of amber. And he put forth the form of an hand, and took me by my lock and my head, and the Spirit lifted me up between the earth and the heaven, and brought me in the vision of God, Yahweh, to Jerusalem, to the door of the inner gate that looked towards the north, where was the seat of the image of jealousy, which provoked to jealousy. And behold, the glory of God, Yahweh of Israel, was there, according to the vision that I saw in the plain. Then said he unto me, Son of man, lift up thine eyes, and now the way towards the north. So I lifted up my eyes, and ways towards the north, and behold, the northward at the gate of the altar, that is image of jealousy in the entry. Verse 6, and he said furthermore unto me, Son of man, seest thou what they do? He's talking about our people, man, mainly these higher ups of our nation. Even the great abominations that the house of Israel committed here, that I should go far off from my sanctuary. But turn thee yet again, and thou shalt see greater abominations. And he brought me to the door of the court, and when I looked, behold, a hole in the wall. Then, verse 8, then said he unto me, Son of man, dig now in the wall. And when I had digged in the wall, behold, a door. And he said unto me, Go in and behold the wickedness, abominations that they do here. So I went in and saw, and behold, every form of creeping things and abominable beasts, and all idols of the house of Israel portrayed upon the wall round about. And there stood before them 70 men of the ancients of the house of Israel. So it's talking about our older men of our house of Israel, man. These are men that probably had, high stature of our nation. And in the midst of them stood Jezaniah, the son of Shaphan, the son of Shaphan, with every man his censer in his hand, and a thick cloud of incense went up. So they worshiping these false idols and deities, man. Then said he unto me, Son of man, hast thou seen what the ancients of the house of Israel do in the dark? Every man in the chamber of his legacy, every man in the chamber of his imagery. For they say, the Lord seeth not, the Lord hath forsaken the earth. So they said, Lord can't see what we do, man. So we do it in the dark. We in this closed room, and nobody can see what we do. He said unto me, Turn thee yet again, and thou shalt see greater abominations that they do. Then he brought me to the door of the gate of the Lord's house, which was towards the north. And behold, there sat women weeping from Tammuz. Then said he unto me, Hast thou seen this, O son of man? Turn thee yet again, and thou shalt see greater abominations than these. And he brought me into an inner court of the Lord's house, and behold, talking about the Lord's house at the temple, man. At the door of the temple, in to the Lord's house, and behold, at the door of the temple of the Lord Yahweh, between the porch and the altar, were about 25 men, with their backs towards the temple at the Lord, and their faces toward the east, and they worshipped the sun towards the east. Then he said unto me, Hast thou seen this, O son of man? It is a light thing to the house of the Lord, to the house of Judah, that they commit the abominations which they commit here. For they have filled the land with violence, and have returned to provoke me to anger, and lo, they put the branch to their nose. So really, they sitting there, they worshiping the sun. They're doing sun worshiping, which they did in the times past back in Egypt. These abominable acts, man. They still doing these, following these other idols and worshiping all these other deities, man. Therefore will also, verse 18, therefore will I also deal in fury, mine eyes shall not spare, neither will I have pity, and though they cry in mine ears with a loud voice, yet will I not hear them. So the Lord has warned them many times over, man. He sent prophets to warn them. They seen the work that the Lord have done in the times past. So you have to realize, man, this is during a time when, the Lord has done all these things for our nation. And yet they still go off and they go a-whoring after these other gods, man, like there's something better out there, So the Lord was furious with his anger, and his jealousy. So, okay, so he put that work on them, man. And the same way as today, man, our people are going hell off. You can warn them till you blue in the face. They're not going to hear you. They choose to listen to anything that Esau Edom tell them. That's like their God now. Or, these other nations, man. They listen to anything else but what the true prophets of the Lord is trying to warn them. So, with that being said, I just want to come to close that out because I want to hit that part. I wanted that added to my lesson of that last lesson. I want that in there. So why the Lord put the punishment on our people. Because they became a wicked, degenerate vine, as the Lord said. And with that, I'd like to say shalom.